Actually, listed on your agenda is number 3 is the 2020-2021 general purpose budget revenue. This evening, we are requesting that the board change the vote to change the revenues, the property tax revenue to match that of the county. That is the only change in the budget, and of course the fund balance adjustment accordingly, as we discussed in the work session. So I do respectfully request approval and recommend this change.
We have a recommendation. Do I hear a motion? So moved. Motion by Mr. Jones, second.
Second.
Second from Mr. Gilmore. Discussion? Hearing none?
Mr. Gilmore?
Yes.
Mr. Keith?
Yes.
Mr. Iverson?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Dr. Rouse?
Yes.
Mr. Spivey?
Yes.
Thank you. And then the only other remaining item for the board's consideration is we are requesting the board to approve the resolution that was discussed in the work session, requesting access to the board's funds for the reserve and the fund balance funds in order to complete the West Ridge High School project, Sullivan East Mill project, and then also to consider turf options for both West Ridge High School and Sullivan East High School.
You have a recommendation. Do I hear a motion? Motion by Mr. Gilmore. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second made by Mr. Jones. Discussion on the motion? Correct. This is the amended version that should be on your email in the next few minutes. I don't have it yet, but yeah, read the amended version.
Okay. I will read that. I have it. You should have it in that Ms. Deloche has updated it. And so this is to the Honorable Richard S. Venable, the Sullivan County Mayor, and the Board of Sullivan County Commissioners, meeting in regular session the 17th day of September 2020. Resolution to amend the 2020-21 general purpose school budget for the purpose. Okay, yes. Okay, for the purpose of utilizing funds set aside in revenue or in reserve and fund balance accounts to complete the turf installation at Sullivan East High School and West Ridge High School, as well as any future projects that may be incurred in the completion of construction of Sullivan East Middle School and West Ridge High School. And whereas the Sullivan County Department of Education has set aside funds to the BEP reserve and assigned for capital projects reserve, and whereas the Sullivan County Department of Education has determined that funds are needed to cover the costs to install turf at Sullivan East High School and West Ridge High School, and any unforeseen projects in the completion of construction of Sullivan East Middle School and West Ridge High School, including other capital improvement projects at other locations. Now therefore, be it resolved that the Board of the County Commissioners of Sullivan County, Tennessee, assembled in regular session, hereby authorizes amending the general purpose school budget up to and not to exceed the amount contained in the reserve of fund balance accounts. Account codes be determined when projects are approved. This resolution shall take effect from and after its passage. All resolutions in conflict herewith be the same and rescinded insofar as such conflict exists. Waiver of rules requested. Approve this 17th day of September 2020.
Any questions or discussion?
Yes.
I'd like to add one comment at the end where it says projects are approved by the Sullivan County Board of Education. Make sure there's no question who has to approve the code stuff.
Anyone else?
More of a question than anything. Since we changed the wording
that second whereas, or should we change the wording in the resolution title also? Or does that matter? Because we added the extra things in that, and I just now noticed it when you read it, so. Well, in the second whereas, the very last we put, or other locations. In the resolution, should we put that same thing after Westridge High School and or other locations? Or will it matter? If it doesn't matter, that's fine, just check it and make sure we're not doing ourselves in. To make sure we don't give ourselves in, I'd like to add it also.
So we've done. Anyone see anything else? Christie, call the question.
I'll make a motion. I'll make a motion to amend the clarify according to Mark's comments and my recommendation.
Got a motion and a second. Call the question on the amendment.
Mr. Iverson?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Dr. Rouse?
Yes.
Mr. Spivey?
Yes.
Mr. Gilmore?
Yes.
Mr. Hughes?
Yes. Now, if there's no more discussion, call the question on the original.
This don't automatically do it first, right? Let's go and come back, let's go and back to the list.
Mr. Hughes?
Yes.
Mr. Iverson?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Dr. Rouse?
Yes.
Mr. Spivey?
Yes.
Mr. Gilmore?
Yes.
So, Mr. Hughes, that does conclude, the business performance.
If anyone doesn't have anything else, we will stand adjourned.